I'd like to share with you a quote that our director recently made regarding climate change, and I think it'll help to set the stage for all the good conversation that you're going to be having in the next couple of days. John said, from a resources standpoint, from a conservation standpoint, I think climate change is the greatest threat we have to the integrity of our natural resources. We're seeing the effects of climate change, whether it's receding glaciers or more intense fires, the arrival of exotics that we've never seen before, and highly volatile weather patterns. All of those kinds of things are happening as we speak, and I think they can be attributed to the volatility driven by climate change. Now, closer to home in Grand Teton National Park, we see average annual temperatures are truly rising. Our park glaciers are melting, water temperatures rising, and stream flows are lower, just to name a few in our backyard here at Grand Teton National Park. Today, my friends, we have an amazingly diverse audience assembled here today that are coming together to learn about the climate change effects happening specifically in Grand Teton, but also in the greater Yellowstone area. And I see a number of friends and colleagues from the NGO community. And we've been having these conversations, whether it's on grizzly bears or whether it's on elk or wildlife migrations. And I feel comforted that you are here today, helping us to continue to have these very important conversations. Because at the end of the day, what we really want to do is focus on a future climate action plan that will specifically position this park to achieve all that we set out to achieve, so that we ensure that future generations have the same opportunities that we have to see glaciers and to see what we enjoy today, but also that these resources remain viable and sustainable and healthy. That's why we're here. And I cannot adequately put into words what it means that you're here today to help us. But I want to lead by providing a special thanks, a shout out to a couple folks. So our meeting facilitators are Ryan Chavo and Sean Norton from our Washington office of the National Park Service, and they're from Sustainable Operations and Climate Change, and Leslie Shinnery from ICF International for helping to bring this workshop to Grand Teton National Park. Our friends and colleagues from the National Parks Conservation Association for helping to host this workshop and tomorrow's evening's public special event. And of course, Margaret Wilson from my office for spearheading this workshop. I wish you could have heard her passion and her enthusiasm over the past couple of months in bringing this gathering together. Margaret, thank you for your ongoing commitment. I'm going to be leaving here in a few minutes to Idaho Falls to join my distinguished colleague from Yellowstone as we try to wax poetically for dinner tonight in Idaho Falls with the Idaho Parks and Recreation Association. We're going to be talking about the impacts, the economic impacts of national parks on gateway communities. So I'll be joining my colleague here in a couple hours. But I want to leave you with these thoughts. That what I hope that we achieve within the next couple of days are as follows. We will discover tools to decrease our greenhouse gas emissions. We will create awareness and education for staff and visitors about climate change in Grand Teton National Park and the greater Yellowstone area. And we will determine future actions that we can take to manage the impacts of climate change on park resources. Thank you so much for all that you do, and have a great day.